All right, y'all. I want to say we here with another episode of Brooklyn's Balance, but we're not. So what I'm doing is the 2022 wrap up. So I am sitting here. Can you get your lighter? With two lovely people that I have just recently met in the year 2022, and we're gonna wrap up some shit. So to my right we have
it's your boy D Dave, artist, producer, creator, and owner of Snapple Clothing.
All right, and to my left, you was done or nah? You got to speed it up.
Nah,
smart man.
Nah, I'm done.
The drink hitting.
Drink hitting.
There we go. To my left, we have
LB Leo Bars. You already know, professional artist, developer, independent artist. I'm in the streets now. Eats. You feel me?
Yeah, well, I need you to take another sip of your drink. I need you to be as slow as him. So we gonna start with you, Mr. D Dave. Why you got a D before Dave?
Boom. So my real name is actually Donald Davis.
Okay.
Donald.
Donald.
That's a good name.
And it is a good name. It's real good on applications. And my people, shout out to my man Droop. He used to always call. I was on the basketball team, so he used to always call my house, like, "Can I speak to Donald Davis?" I was like, "You gotta relax with that." So one day he said D Dave, and then I used it in a rhyme, and then ever since then it's stuck.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
From now on, I'm a forever say Donald.
You gotta relax.
Doing it all the time.
I will dead ignore
I ain't telling
you.
my real name today.
I ain't gonna lie. I've dead fought my friends over that, over calling me Donald in the streets.
Gotta do that
I mean, I'm old now, so I don't give a fuck. Back in the days, I used to be like, yeah, don't call me my name.
So when the last time you filled out an application?
The last time I filled out an application, I think, was in 2016. 2016.
So what you doing now? That you don't need to fill out no applications. That was what was leading to
I'm a full-time entrepreneur, man. Snapple Clothing, Snapple Clothing and these beats pretty much pay my bills.
Who can you say that you've given beats or sold beats to or made beats for?
Bakeman Global, Debonair,
Guys.
G Fisher, Coney Brooks, Maserati Money, Bianca, Beast Mob. Oh man, I'm probably missing some people. Sean Khan. I know I'm probably missing some people. I'm sorry if I'm missing.
That's fine. You're gonna be fine.
I got Graf on the song. Shout to my man Mark Spark. I got J.R. Ryder on the song also.
Boom, one.
Shout to my man.
Got one.
New Dipset back.
You know what I'm saying? So I got some work. I got a lot of work coming.
So you keep calling people chocolate.
Okay.
LB, tell us what that name stands for. Why they call you that? You ain't gotta give us your real name, but that's up to you.
That was the innuendo. My real name is Leo. It's in my name.
Okay, I thought that was your sign. I don't like Leos.
Nah, I'm a Pisces. So you gonna like me? You heard? So
that's
so
debatable. Go ahead.
My name always been LB since I was a kid. I was given my name, like bro said. Like you get your name given. You feel me? So it was low blood at first.
Okay.
Then I elevated.
So you blood.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I always know all the bloods for some reason. You too? There's a whole lot of gang shit at this table. All right, go ahead.
Gang.
I don't want no Crips feeling no type of way. I know y'all too.
Nah, we don't color
I'm just
bang,
saying,
man.
people be feeling away.
Most of my family Crip, man. Shouts out to the Lokesters out there. You know
so it went from low blood. Then I elevated to laid back when I started with the music, and I used to be in the life with the escort. I used to have some escorts and shit. I lived like 7 lifetimes in this lifetime, and then I elevated to Leo Bars.
So we're not gonna slide over the escorts. Did you try to say that in a professional way rather than pimp?
Nah, because it's a difference. I was a
explain the
businessman.
difference. You was giving them breakfast and shit and medical plans and shit. What's the difference?
Nah, it was just I was protection. We had a situation. I got a bigger cut, and I just they took care of me. You feel me?
Did you know that?
I did that shit for 4 years.
You knew that?
I didn't know that. That's
we're learning at this table.
Yeah, that's new information.
It's the Brooklyn balance.
You know what I'm saying?
I could never see that from him. But then
That's
that
good.
might be how he draw you
Yeah,
in, right?
no,
Excuse me, my sister.
See now chill. That's when I elevated from laid back
can't.
to Leo bars.
Nah,
Leo
I can't.
bars.
And then here go the bar. Is it me or is it
I'm
a
on my-
conspiracy?
Yo, I can't take Meekz, man.
Nah, that's a fun fact. I would have never seen that. That would explain a lot.
Nah, you know, I know a few pimps, and
he
I
said
could-
he wasn't a bitch.
I could, yeah. I mean,
He's a businessman.
I know a few people in the. Let's say I know a few people in the sex working field.
The life.
Okay.
The sex working field, and yeah, I wouldn't have pegged LB for that.
That's good. Look, I'm a surprise. I'm a package of surprises. I can't front. I love it. You feel what I'm saying? But it
The
taught me.
undercover brother shit.
It taught me a lot about women. I could spot a. I don't want to sound like a dick. I could spot a hoe from a mile away. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like if she's selling it, I'm smelling it. I could smell it. I mean, it's money over there. You feel what I'm saying?
We're gonna make that a caption. That need to be a shirt.
But I learned a lot about life, and then I elevated to Leo Bars when I started being an artist developer and a ghostwriter, and I started to work professionally in, the entertainment career.
How many artists would you say that are under your belt right now that you're developing?
Probably about that I have developed or I'm developing right now.
Both, whatever works.
Probably like 25, 30.
25.
I have perfected my craft for artist development. A lot of people like to say they artist developers because it sound good. I was trained by my mentor, Julius DC, appreciate you, who was the professional artist developer for Atlantic Records.
Gotcha.
So he's my mentor. He told me about real artist development. So I set myself aside from anybody that's screamed artist development. Managers know what it is.
What does artist development look like? Like, explain that to somebody like me who's not big on music.
I got you. So it's like managers hire me. You feel me? I get retained. It's a retainment fee, or they could just do the services, like a lawyer. So they could retain me for a quarter. Music comes in quarters, Meekz. Yeah,
Just like work, right? Like Starbucks.
You know what I'm saying? So they could retain me for a quarter for a
That's
quit.
right. Wake the fuck up.
Music got a different fiscal year.
So is it like a month or so off? Like, because right now this would be fourth quarter going into first, technically. It's kind of the same, though.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So they could retain me for a quarter. I have a plethora of services, about 30 to 50 services. You know what I'm saying? And those services are everything that a real independent professional artist need. EPKs, SEO, all of these words that you're like, what are those things? Those are the things that foundate artist infrastructure. I do workshops. They're $80 a seat. I do tiers, monthly subscriptions from a 300 to a band. That's a monthly subscription and come with mad shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like mad different ways that I let the artists be able to get the best artist development possible with their budget.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Have y'all two worked together at any point?
Nah.
Tell everybody how y'all know each other.
It's time.
Just being outside in these showcases.
Outside could be a
streets.
bunch of, showcases.
Showcase streets and these music streets. It's crazy. Like, I don't artist develop. I wouldn't consider myself that, but I do marketing promotion. And if I do take a liking to a manager, like right now, I'm working with All Around Money and All Around Money Music Group, and they artist Shimmy Rose. And
Shout out to the artists.
Everything that LB just described, I'm doing all that. But I focus more on the market and the promotion side of things.
Social media,
Yeah.
billboards,
Social media.
flyers, such like that.
Yeah, not even billboards and flyers. Like me, what people fail to realize is the internet is the world wide web. So you can literally get across the world through an ad. You know what I'm saying? So I focus on AdSense, Google Ads. I focus on analytics and just tweaking their analytics, making sure that they getting the most exposure for the least amount of money.
That's artist development. That's part of artist development. Ken.
Yeah, it's
like
definitely
I
a
do
part.
I take the back ends of Tidal, the back ends of Apple, the back ends of Spotify. I create graphs based on the marketing strategy that I created with the client. Like real talk.
Yeah, like it's definitely. But I think artist development sometimes you're a little bit more hands on.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you're a little bit more hands on.
That's a fact.
Like, I'm not going to sit in a studio session unless I have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in the studio session or I'm there as a producer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there thinking about the next step after the song. I'm just there thinking about making the best song possible.
That's my man, D Dave.
You know what I'm saying?
So y'all don't feel like y'all taking away from radio?
No.
Because in order for most of these artists to actually pop off, I get the World Wide Web, but radio.
Nah,
could
radio
actually get you
still
a little bit more further.
Yeah, radio still plays a major part. There's different types of radio though. Like I always tell the artists, there's like about 9 to 10 ways you can make money off of one single. You know what I'm saying? Like most artists don't even got a Sound Exchange account. That's the first thing I ask them. Do you got your BMI, your ASCAP, your Sound Exchange? Like what's your RPOs? Like what's going on? How your business set up?
That's that talk.
You
and
know
artists that don't know that talk, me and D Dave look at them like, you
exactly
apparently need development.
Yeah,
but then the ego, that's when we fight with the ego.
That's when I start having a conversation with the manager. Like, first of all, he's already behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, a label would consider him a SoundCloud rapper.
Yep.
Off of rip, because you can't even get paid off your music. You're not even set up.
You're not
even set up to get paid off your music. So first, we gotta get you set up to get paid off your music. You gotta get your song trust. You gotta get your Sound Exchange is very important. Artists, if you're listening, go to soundexchange.com. Make sure you have your music in the repertoire. Repertoires is very important. If you don't know what a music repertoire is, that's a music database. That's your music database. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever you put a song up on these distribution sites, you get a ISRC code. Now you can get your own ISRC code,
or you can create it,
or they'll give you one. An ISRC code is pretty much like a social security number for your song.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So once you got that information in the music repertoire, say for example you want to submit your song to a movie director, a music director for a movie, you could just submit your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, because most big music directors, they're not accepting MP3s in their email. They don't want that. They're gonna ask you for your repertoire. Okay, send me over your Excel with your repertoire, so we could give it to our people, and our people could go make sure everything is cleared. Make sure we're not going to get sued for anything for these songs, because that's where the money at. You want to make sure you getting all your bread possible from your music. You know what I'm saying?
And Sound Trust and Sound Exchange are just another avenue. So, I mean, I'm a 444 nigga. I fuck with Hov. I'm from the style. You feel me? I read all of his books. I read Raekwon. One thing, I read the greats' books because I'm a reader. I don't just read posts.
Okay.
So what I learned is there's a loophole in everything. You feel me? And with my services, like me and you gonna chop it up, D Dave. Like, there's a loophole to where you can own your own publishing with your own publishing company. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't have to do Sound Exchange or Sound Trust because you got your own publishing and it's registered on the MLC. MLC is an acronym for Mechanical Licensing Collective. And that's where you get your syncing, licensing, and everything that Sound Exchange and Sound Trust does.
Yeah, but all they doing is just finding it for you.
Not the MLC.
No, I'm talking about with Sound Exchange and Song Trust. That's all they doing is.
That's what they do.
All they doing is just finding it for you. So that loophole is just going around them finding it. So if you definitely tell me that information, you know what I'm saying? Because
publishing. That's what
it's like about. I said. I tell artists there's multiple ways to make money off your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, most artists just think they just want to go to the studio, put a video out, and they go and get lit, and that's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it is. A lot of people that you find it with no talent doing that. And all them extra stuff.
But even the ones that's getting lit, they're getting help from people that's already.
It's what Meekz. It's the illusion. That's what they want you to think. There's an investor that's putting money in the places that me and him are talking about, and having an artist infrastructure and making sure that they can boost their worth and their value. That's what artist developers do. Like, there's no worth in the value to a person, to an artist that got 90 songs, no EPK, don't own none of their music, no verification on Apple, no verification on Tidal, no verification on Spot. There's no worth or value. And what artist developers do, and why real managers fuck with artist developers, is because we know how to increase the worth and the value of the talent.
Okay.
Like, for example, Ice Spice.
That's who I was definitely.
Some people think she just came out of nowhere, but before Munch, you know, she was on the radar.
Yeah, before Munch, it was like 2 to 3 months before that. Yeah,
she was putting out a lot of music, and then she got on a big platform like On the Radar. Like, On the Radar was one of the, at that time, and now it's still one of the platforms that an up and coming artist should want to get on, because, you know, they're getting the views.
But there's like 20,000 different versions of On the Radar.
Yeah, but they all not getting the views as On the Radar though. You got to think, On the Radar is Gay P. Gay P is on the radio. He's on Power 105. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting a different tier of views. You're not just getting the regular, and they're putting promotion, they're putting money behind it, so they're gonna get you the most exposure possible. Like for example, back in the days, and people still do it nowadays. Rest in peace, Q. Once Q's passed, they made it super mainstream, and the price just skyrocketed. But people would go drop a video and take $1,500, put the video on Warstar, and you'll get one of the top 3 boxes for like a day type shit. That right there would have brought in like 100K viewers on that video. Q pass, now that shit like 10,000-15,000 to get that box. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But that was just an avenue that people knew that, okay, boom, I get this video, I do that. Now a lot of people like to act like they're not getting paid for plays or not getting paid for these looks, but you know, payola is real.
But to roll off on that before you go, niggas is doing that, and they YouTube not even monetized. They don't own the music, so they not even getting no money.
That's
so like, me and D Dave is we teach clients how to monetize on mad different ways. Monetization is a very, very important word, Meekz. You feel me?
Got you.
Monetization takes your work, your craft, your art, and turn it to something that could be lucrative residual income. You get a check every 6 months the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? I wrote some shit for I work with some big artists, you feel me? So I got my first royalty check. It was like $25K and some little change. I quit my job and never worked again. I say this story to say I did the business. The engineer, I was in this big studio, Jimmy, all these niggas. Like, I wrote the hook, wrote the bridge, and I passed the engineer my paperwork. And he looked at me like I was like an alien. He was like, what the fuck you know about this? And I was like, nah, I be on my shit. He was like, yo, he don't know about this. He don't know about this. He was amazed that I knew so much business like what me and D Dave know.
Right.
And he respected it. So what he did when Jimmy was like, I left, Lil Wayne got on it, when Jimmy gave him the split sheet, he put my numbers on it because I respected I was there, right? I wrote the shit, the hook and the bridge. Me and my bro too. So it's like, the engineer respected the wisdom because he didn't have to put my information on the split sheet. Am I right, D Dave? But he did it because he respected that I had the wisdom. So he put it on there. I got that shit. I was like, oh, nah, I quit my job. I haven't worked for nobody since, gangster. You feel me? I haven't signed an application and do none of that since. And that's like 8-9 years and running. You feel me? So that's how valuable information is. And that's what me and D Dave do. We get the valuable information.
Yeah, like most people don't know. If you look at me, you probably wouldn't think I got a college education. Like I literally went to school for audio engineering, and then after I got the music business class, I left. Like I got everything that I needed. I didn't need a certificate. I just wanted the information, the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I also went to Sullivan County Community College, so I'm also knowledgeable about a lot of other things. But I say that to say this, like, knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you'll get. But on the contrary, these labels don't like knowledgeable people. You see what they doing to Kanye, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like when people is too smart. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to show that you're too smart until it's too late. You know
so I got two
That's
questions
what Hov did.
for y'all. I hear y'all talking about everything y'all do to help these artists. Y'all are artists as well. Y'all ever dealt with difficult artists? I know y'all have.
Of course.
Difficult meaning they show up at the time that they want to. They think that because they got 13.7K followers, which half of them is from India, China, Bangladesh, wherever.
Bangladesh.
Yo, it's a lot of them out there, Meekz. You feel me? Now I mean, so that's why I do consultations now. Consultation is $250, so that's a whole professional conversation about music. You want to talk to me about music? It's $250. Because I used to do it for free, and I learned that niggas don't believe in their motherfucking self, my nigga. I'm sorry. They don't believe in their self.
No, they don't.
I had a consultation. Son came with the $250, like, oh, it's mad. Damn, that's kind of steep. Nigga had mad jewelry, bust down, rollie on, And I'm like, all right, so boom. So You got all that. You doing all of this. Now let's get real. You need to have this, and that. It's gonna cost you $475. Know what I mean? Or unless you retain me for $3,500 for the quarter, and I work for you. He like, nah, son, you wild and you trying to be. I'm like, bro, like, you have absolutely no what idea what it takes to be a real professional independent artist, bro. The jewels and all that, I get it, and all that. But bro, like,
buy them shits at Walmart now.
Most artists chase a look. They see somebody made it or somebody from their hood that made it, and they want to do it how they do it. They want to rent the car, shoot a video, jump around in front of the cars, in front of the whole block, and thinking they gonna be the next Bobby Smurda and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you can see why Bobby Smurda is a star.
That's his story.
Like you can see why he's a star. You can see why his energy rejuvenated the whole city, because his energy is just his energy naturally. Like he the same way every day, every interview I see Bobby Smurda, I'm watching it just because of his personality, his energy. I know that shit gonna be funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to have fun. He not out here just trying to shoot everybody up, smoke everybody in the pack, and gra boom all day. You know what I'm saying? Like after a while, that shit just sounds repetitive. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you gotta be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find out who you are as a person, as an artist, then go for your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Most people just try to chase clout and just want to be the man just cause. Like, nah, find out who you are first. Find yourself. Do the knowledge, do the research, because you know YouTube is free. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is on everybody's phone, everybody's game, everybody's TV. And you can research pretty much anything you want to research on YouTube. So
I got one more Dr. CB question.
Dr. Sebi.
You know what I meant. At least
Can't
y'all
stand her.
There, y'all blowing up all this shit in here. I guess so. So, how do y'all feel about media?
I can't stand y'all niggas. Not fucking with you. Not fucking.
How do y'all feel
Media
about
is
media?
Necessary. Media is necessary because see, Doc, this is about to be
There you
me.
go. I know what you
About to be me unleashing a different hat. So media, from an artist's point of view, this is why media is so important. This is why artists need public relations, publicists. You know what I'm saying? Publicists is the people that can't. They the people that talk with the media and set up the plays. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, artists, when you're doing a listening session or album release, you know how many times I go to an album release party or a listening session and there's not no bloggers in the building, there's no media, it's a bunch of cameras.
Talk your shit.
But there's nobody to talk about
to tell
the
that
event.
Exactly. What happened, to be able to share it, because
and
you
that's
think that
why,
you got 50.2Ks followers that's gonna get you to wherever you gotta get you.
Media is important. You have to go outside, do these podcasts, do these radio shows. You know what I'm saying? Invite the media to your events. You know what I'm saying? Treat media just as important as the radio people. You know what I'm saying? Like just as important as a Funk Master Flex or DJ Self. You gotta treat
That's
media.
part of media.
You gotta treat
That's
media.
Part of media.
All media the same. You know what I'm saying? Because they the people that's gonna get you out there. They the people that's gonna play your record. They the people that's gonna support you. That's gonna talk about your project. You want the media to be talking about you. You want the media to be talking about you on social media. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get. You see me. I talk to all. I'm good with media. I make sure I'm friends with the media. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the day I need them, especially for everything that I do. Beats, clothes, music. I need the media because the media is gonna get the word out.
So
How do you feel about it?
For me to answer, Ms. Meekz, media is more important. Media is as important as the DJ. Okay, so me and D-Day was talking about building worth, building value to an artist, because artists be like, "Why I can't get paid to perform? Because why? There's no worth, there's no value." So, media is publications. When you get an accredited media blog, an accredited media publication, that increases the value in your worth as a professional. This is how you get a blue check without going in your DM and letting niggas take 7 bands for you to do it for you, and they using $800 to do it.
7 bands is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I personally know artists that have paid $7,000, $4,000 and $7,000 for their blue check.
That's
no
right.
work involved, no nothing. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about legitimate blue checks, which it comes from fucking media. It comes from accredited publications, and that's why media is mad important. I mean, I wanted to make sure I get real technical because I want people to learn from what we doing with this Brooklyn Balance.
That's
We
really
got,
fat.
you feel me?
This
So,
shit slapping like E Honda on the bonus
my
stage.
man.
You heard?
that's
Not
my
the
brand.
bonus stage.
Something extra, selling sex, because that's the first thing you're gonna see. But
Facts.
one thing I did want to bring up, I don't know if y'all pay attention enough to my podcast. I know you watch my podcast episodes, even though it's not really a podcast, but my show episodes. Have you watched any episodes?
I watched the last one.
What was the last one? The one with the girls?
Yes.
What was your favorite part in that episode?
I mean,
girls.
my favorite.
Look. What was your favorite part?
Nah. My favorite part is how you challenged. You kind of challenged their mindset, and I was like, okay, there's some value to this
Right?
this
I'm
show
not
that
up
she
there
got.
I
just-
just told you the same
You
thing.
did.
the
I
other day.
just wanted to
See,
get the
my
same
man.
feedback. Because people don't give me feedback. A lot of artists see me
Oh, yo.
and they go, "Yo, relax. I don't need all the munching
You want some
in the microphone."
You want some feedback?
And
This
I'm
shit.
Wait a minute.
Hey yo,
No, because
some-
LB didn't get a cupcake. I had to pay my engineering cupcakes.
something
No, I'm playing.
something extra, man. Make sure y'all tap in.
So
There's something extra in this cupcake, all right? This shit slapping like a motherfucker.
a lot of artists that like I do know. My show is not based off of artists. I am a form of media, but I don't see myself as like a podcast or an outlet for anything that has to do with music. But I do a lot of networking, knowing a lot of people in the music. I just don't feel like I have what they need. I have other resources around me. Shout out my homeboy Slops, my homegirl Solo. A lot of them that they carry on. Jasmine Taylor, a lot of music and so on and so forth. I would push out that way. I'm also, I want to sit down and have these conversations. I want to talk about how did you feel about this law that just got passed? What's your thoughts on this whole Kanye? I'm more, let's talk controversy. Let's
That's
talk
still
value.
it's still media.
It's not because a lot of artists will get up here and they don't know how to talk.
But that's
And they all they want to talk about is let's talk track 1, let's
But
talk
that's
track
because-
2, and I'm not doing the research on your
That's
music
because
I
they
don't care about
need-
your music. If I gotta be honest,
But that's, you want to know what that's called?
what
Media training.
they need that.
Exactly.
They need that. But again, they don't want to come to me, and I'm not trying to deal with them because I know I'm gonna get up here and ask them questions. I'm gonna be Robin Givens, Ricky Lake. We're gonna get messy. If you posted a picture with you and 2 girls, right? Butterball naked. I'm gonna go. You selling hoes on the strip? Somebody may not want to answer that question.
I'm like, I killed.
It was a kill billion.
Nah.
But
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I ain't killed no young ladies.
I'm just glad that you did see enough to go. That when I have these conversations, I do balance it out because I want to make sure everybody can understand where I'm coming from with conversations. I have the gift to go. I hear your point of view, but here's another point of view. Did you think like that? But I'm a psychologist, so that's always gonna make it
Heard
different.
the psychology.
Psychologist.
Yo, why black women always think they psychologists?
I went to John Jay College of Criminal
Oh,
Justice.
and you went to John Jay.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a
you-
degree going back for my
Oh,
master's.
man,
So
that's
yes,
why
I
you
can
always-
say that.
That's
I
why you always
understand
asking
people.
questions. You mad inquisitive.
Annoying. Did y'all have any questions for me? I mean, I still got some because I'm still.
Nah, I got questions.
Bro, okay.
I got questions.
Let's be careful.
How
Go
you
ahead.
how you get your skin so shiny? What's that?
Water
Baby
and paying niggas no fucking mind.
baby oil. What's
Nah,
that?
it's the lights.
What's that coconut oil?
Gasoline, bro.
It's not even
Her,
oily.
her skin is mad shiny, shiny.
It's not even oily.
She got that good melanin. She got that. That's that. What's that King's Plaza melanin right there?
Anybody from Brooklyn know anything for King's Plaza ain't good. Yeah, you from the Bronx
That's
side.
that KP melanin.
So Dave, how we met?
We met at my homegirl Didi's podcast. You
Which
know,
one? 1 or 2?
You was at the first one. You said I grilled you.
Niggas got eye problems.
I probably did.
He was
know what I'm
grilling me, and I didn't know what his problem was. And then the second time he grilled me again.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't say nothing though, cause I'm tough.
I
You
said
heard?
something.
Nah,
I said
nah,
something. You want a cake? Nigga just
Nah.
looked at me. I was like, all right, fuck his fat ass.
Damn, that's
LB, how we met?
crazy.
Matt, through disrespectfully drunk.
I'm not even fat like that.
You're chubby.
We was
You
at her,
ate
we
that
was-
cupcake. That was fat.
we was at her birthday party, and I was like trying to support as many vendors as possible. You feel me? While I was helping my sis out, and you.
And I
was one
remember
of
you
them.
kept calling my name. I was like, how the fuck you know my name? I realized it was my chain. I was like, oh
can't stand
shit.
Let me hold that.
I never said my name.
It's hilarious.
So I wanted to probably ask like 2-3 more questions, and then we gonna head on out.
Alright.
So, one, how do y'all feel about a lot of the females that's in the industry that's coming out with music? These new artists. We not talking about.
I just want to rough neck.
Nah, we gonna leave Lola the fuck out of
Actually, I fucks with Lola Brooks.
That's
so
all we gonna say.
I love her energy.
right here. That's it.
I love her energy.
You from the style, so you ain't got no choice.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm in tune.
That's
I,
it.
I fuck with her family. I fuck with her movement. I'm actually like brinkering a fucking contract to actually do a track with sis. You feel what I'm saying?
I hope you get it.
Nah, she the young voice. She the young voice of of Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, she got it right now.
And I want her to fucking win. You feel me?
I like Kaya Baby. Kaya Baby super dope. You know,
That's the sis.
I'm happy that she got the situation with G Unit going, whatever. I honestly, I feel like the females is getting busy right now. Word, like
Agreed.
seriously, like especially me being on the producer side of things. Like, I know so many dope females. Shout out to Nate Blanco from the Bronx.
Oh, that's the sister.
I got a record with her. I
know
got
that.
I got a monster with her about to drop.
Shout out to Harley the Dolly. I got like 4 joints with my sis.
Harley dope.
I mean, she's a fucking entertainer. She's a whole fucking different vibe. Shout out to her. You feel me?
Shout out to there's a girl from Queens. Her name is Fancy LaFleur. I ain't gonna lie.
I know Fancy. That's my
Fancy
sis.
rap.
Team Chocolate.
Fancy rap better than a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like Fancy LaFleur, she get busy. I don't give too many people. Like I'm one of those rapper rapper niggas.
Yeah, I know. I heard some of them
Like,
beats. I was like, I had Wu-Tang with it.
Yeah, shout out to
ain't
Fancy
no- ain't
LaFleur,
no-
man.
No Wu-Tang
Very,
over
very Tigger in the basement.
who
Nah,
Very,
them
Shout out to my young female shooter Ruthie LeBron. You feel what I'm saying? Like she bodies any and every cipher. Like she surprised every male at a cipher. Like she be in there with the big boys, man. You know what I mean? I mean, holding it down. So shout out to Ruthie LeBron and shout out to the singers out there. We love
Yeah,
y'all.
like
you feel me?
Bianca, she about to definitely. Bianca a superstar. That's the only thing. And her birthday tomorrow, so shouts to Bianca. That's the only thing I can say about B. Like she's literally a superstar. I can't really like her pen is up there. She
top to
sing, dance. She got the look. Yeah, she a superstar.
No comment.
So, relationships in the industries that you guys are in. You know, I'm not even gonna do that. You brought up something to me about one of my episodes, right? I forgot what it was. Which episode? It was something about some relationships that you was feeling. Everything everybody was saying in that episode. I think it was my All Guys episode. You ain't see that because you want to watch the females. When the females was answering the guys, you gotta take a step back.
Nah, I don't know. I don't be feeling a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I got
You're a Virgo.
a disclaimer. I'm a Virgo.
Don't like them.
I mean, that's cool. A lot of people don't like us because we honest.
Nah,
Well,
go ahead.
let me not say we. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm honest. I don't bite my tongue because that shit hurts. And I'm gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I deal with the consequences later. But I've grown. I was raised with nothing but vaginas around me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm kind of. I don't want to use the word scorned, but I was molded by a female, so I deal with females a little bit differently. Like I never was the kind of person
So
that
you
had.
don't believe it's fuckboys out there in the industry? Like you
There's
don't believe
there's definitely fuckboys in the industry outside
there was 5
the
of them at that showcase that we was at LB. You don't believe it? I mean, I could have counted a couple in the room. I'm just at like.
But what's the definition of a fuckboy? Like,
That's the name of a fucking show.
the definition of a fuckboy.
nah, that's a fact though.
Niggas who be lying, they not living the life that they rapping about. They ain't got no money. They out here fucking bitches
80,
in cars that's not theirs.
85%.
houses that's not theirs, and they live on the men's show.
Oh man, I feel like you going to Kimbo style right now on Call of Duty. You just bang 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 bang.
That's
whoever she's shooting at, homie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to line you like that.
I'm not, nigga. Bang, 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 bro. I got 4 sisters, and I don't really like that fuckboy shit. You feel me? I treat a female that I want to fuck with, that I'm interested with.
Yeah, like I
would want my sister to be treated like.
I ain't gonna lie, all my sisters is savages though. Like that's why I got a what's February 14th? What's that?
That's the Valentine. That's the.
I got a sister that day. I got a Leo, August 7th, and then I got
we both said,
and then I got an Aries. So just imagine. And then my older sister, she was in the industry. Like she was my first introduction to hip hop. My older sister, she's in the Walk On By video. She went on tour with LL Cool J. She's in the Jiggling Baby video. So like people like
that's why your beats be old like that.
First of all, you gonna stop. I got my laptop here.
Nah, I do want to talk about that beat you played the other day. He asked me for my opinion on stuff. Let me tell everybody something. If we cool, I'm gonna say it exactly how it is. Please don't ask my opinion. It's gonna be blunt as fuck, and you're not gonna like it because I'm not like a music listener. I'm more of like an R&B person. Don't come up to me playing me old these songs. I don't give a damn.
So what if you get surprised and
no,
they play some shit that you were like, I fucking want to hear this shit over and over.
No, like I want to talk about that Michael Jackson song that you did. Like I was like, what's going on? It confused the fuck out of me.
She's stupid.
Nah. you wasn't there, DJ, right?
From no, he wasn't.
Nah, like I keep it real with you. With my culture, it's about timeless music. So it's like,
yo, I cannot.
It's like it's about timeless music. So when I make a song or a single, it's like something that I'm trying to make sure that it's timeless.
Nah, like what was the story behind that? Like what was you doing? Where was you? I need the time and the setting.
It had to be like a Michael Jackson.
Because it took me and Liz.
No, that was my deal. Shout out to Jamel Knight.
It's not the Michael Jackson sample.
No, bro.
It was very Dirty Diana. That's what it was.
It was the vibe. I mean, I was advised not to put it out, but I'm gonna put it out until niggas come see me.
He still did that shit.
But shout out to Jamel Knight, my boy. I'm always telling him, yo, you sound like Michael Jackson, bro. He be like, nah, son.
That's
my
all
shit.
I heard. I was like,
that's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, yo. Like,
I was like, I never.
Oh, D-Day, when you was there,
She was saying that when she said "Dirty Diana," that's the melody. Boom.
It's called Rider. It's for the riders.
It definitely was. But
for females, that's a rider for they. I mean, whoever they fucking with. You feel me? It's not, that's mad rare, and I think they need to be praised.
Yo, that's what's up.
So I made a song for that. You feel me?
You ain't gotta explain nothing.
You just asked. You said I want to know that blah 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 and the blah blah blah. I said okay.
That was bothering me because now every time I see you, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just sing that melody, and they go like, "What's she doing?" But you remember when you played the drill beat for me the other day? I said it sound like a fire drill. Don't get me wrong, your beats is fire. But he did ask my opinion. I was like, it's like, you know how you get ready, but it's not drilling.
Yo, you know what beat she said sound like a fire drill?
And he ain't let it go. I said, don't ask my opinion.
Breathe.
No, it didn't sound like that. It didn't sound like that.
Breathe.
Listen,
yo,
again.
I played it. I think I played the beat at first. She was like, when I played the song, she was like, oh, see, now it sounds like it's supposed to sound. But I was like, see, you
so don't give me no rough draft now.
Like, yo, she's
if you're gonna play a beat, play the beat, but don't ever ask my opinion.
Listen, Meekz a whole asshole. Like, she calls and wakes me up.
God, that's crazy.
Like, get the fuck up. No, I'm sleeping. When I call her, I'm asleep. Get your stupid ass up. You just called and woke me up. Like, that's the kind of friendship Mika has. Like,
and then, LB cool and he don't understand. I pick up the phone. What? Fuck you want? You don't ever wait for a salutation. You're never going to get a hello, how are you? It's, yo, what you want?
Fuck up. Ask me about my day, you heard?
I'm not doing none of that. Wrong one.
Mad disrespectful. She's mad disrespectful, yo.
Texting you.
The same way.
It's alright, though, because she going to be one of my best friends. Let me tell you about my best friend.
That's crazy.
I just need you to stop being so disrespectful because I need the girls to like you.
I don't feel like I'm disrespectful.
I need you to have more girlfriends.
I have girlfriends. That's crazy. I have a lot of female friends, as you see.
High female friends.
We're very opinionated.
Look. High female friends.
They don't like. They not dealing with you. Anybody with kids, they not dealing with.
Holla at me. Listen, I take care of my kids. I love my babies, man.
You said thank God. Yep. That's crazy. Clothing. Tell them about your clothing.
SNPL, man. Struggle now, prosper later. Clothing, man. One of the most recognizable brands on the streets right now. And no, in the streets.
Okay,
period.
It didn't come on my block, but you getting there.
I'm pretty sure there's.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure there's. You probably.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get it there.
I'm all over Brooklyn. You heard? I'm literally all over Brooklyn, man. Like I got so many. Like one thing about the brand, like I love when people call or
send you a picture like, look,
yeah,
like I've seen it here.
Like yo. Like the other day, somebody was at the Barclays game, and I just got a picture of the nigga looking at the back of somebody. My cousin just looking at the back of somebody's head, and it's a SNPL hoodie. I'm like, so why you ain't say nothing to him? He was like, nah, he was rooting for the other team. I'm like,
yo, that's some bullshit.
You feel me?
I'm like, shit.
I thought you was cutting his hair for the new year. You know who you give me? What's that nigga from Living Single? What's his name? Not Overton. What's the other nigga name? What's the other? That's not a bad thing.
Nah, not Overton.
I said it's not Overton.
Nah, not Overton.
What's his name?
It's the nigga that nobody remembers.
No, don't do that because he was the favorite.
Nah,
one.
he was one of the main characters.
He was the favorite one.
He was the one. He would have a deep voice like.
See, I know his name, so I ain't gonna say it.
He was fucking with Max. I forgot his name, but
they not gonna know it. I know his name.
That's mad funny though.
Fuck y'all. You heard?
Nah, it's not funny because it's a bad thing. It's funny because that's a good comparison.
That like you were an asshole. He was.
I've heard that man. I've heard that man.
I thought she was gonna say somebody like Dougie Doug or something. Yo,
I wouldn't even know.
Nah, yo, Meekz. I fucking
don't do that. Don't pay them no mind.
Like Gucci.
That wasn't.
No. I've gotten that a few times.
That was a spot on computer.
Like women not used to.
Kyle Bucker.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yo.
Yo, women really not used to a dark skinned man speaking respectful. And like putting them on a pedestal.
Well, they hanging in the wrong spots.
It's cool. I mean, it is what it is.
Where they find where I find you at, yo? I need to put you back, yo. We need to rewind time, yo. That's not good, yo.
Give them your synopsis. Yeah,
Spell
of
synopsis.
everything that you got going. I don't know how to spell it. The fuck SYN. Stop playing with me. He gonna fuck us up after this.
I'm Gucci. So boom.
Go.
Alright, so I'm in some films with True Light Films, Dame Dash Studios.
Wait a minute. So you acting and you be acting. Yeah. I don't act like I care. Y'all niggas are like y'all ain't got shit for me. Niggas been trying to act.
Nigga said, hold on. Wait, time out. Why you just press us like that? Like, wait, you be acting, you be.
I
didn't even say nothing about acting.
I act like I give a fuck all the time. Every time you see me, I'm always upset.
Yo,
till you come talk to me, you didn't even know. I think I would be amazing.
Yo,
I act every day.
I'm legit crying.
Stop playing.
Yo,
Listen,
I'm
as long
legit.
as you could travel, I could. I mean, we get you.
I got a job though. I'm like, yo, I'm not quitting jobs. I ain't got no contracts. I work.
Yo,
okay. All right.
So we got to work for my schedule. But go ahead.
But I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm gonna have a real nigga conversation with you one day.
I'm excited.
Not going to the Bronx though. That's where we drew the line.
Nah, we don't go to the Bronx.
Have a whole skit, and I'm like, Bronx, I'm not going to the Bronx.
Yo, son.
So we got a movie out on Tubi called The Throne. THE space THRONE on Pluto. Is going ham. You feel what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Shout out to Maddie Tosca. Shout out to Luke Stefan. Shout out to True Light Films. I mean, I helped with a couple of some casting, some grip handling. These are technical terms for acting and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I do a lot of script writing, things of that nature. You feel me? I'm stepping into script writing. I'm about to write my first film with True Light Films and Maddie Tosca. Shout out to my bro Maddie. So that's a big thing because Tubi, we got a little contract with Tubi. So it's about partnerships. Again, so I'm a reel back to building worth and value. You can't get a partnership without worth and value. So all these artists, you doing all that, you don't own it. Yo, I got 90 million streams on a song you don't own. It don't. It's not it. So I'm tapping into film, and film also taps into music because that's syncing licensing and things of that nature. That's lucrative residual income. These are the mindsets that independent artists have to view it. They have to skew their perception to. Because if you're not, you're going to be lost in the wind first. You might get a quick, hot second. It's just going to be a second. You have to have a plan. You understand what I'm saying? So, the film, I'm fucking with Meekz. So Meekz, I'm gonna put you on.
I got it on camera, so soon as
what? I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna put Meekz as a part of my artist development program. Right. So I could get her more. I say that to say this because you do more than artists. I have clients that are painters, chefs.
That was what I had to ask.
So, chefs, painters, musicians, dancers, sculptors, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I want to add your platform to my monthly subscriptions for those clients like that. You feel me? Okay, so this is what it's about. Happy Kwanzaa, you heard?
Right.
Kuji Jajalia, Umoja and all that. You feel me? It's about community. I mean, community shit. You feel me?
Right, community building.
So I want all of us to eat, and her platform's dope, and I think it should be out there more. And so I'm gonna use my platform and my business to do such, and that's what community shit is really about. You feel me?
Got you.
And of course, the industry, the music shit. Like my album did 3.5 million streams.
You own your shit.
My album had 16 tracks. I didn't own 3 of them.
Okay. That's better than most people.
Absolutely. Now I did that to learn. I did an album. I did 4 singles. I did it on mad different distributions to tighten my artist development.
Gotcha.
Everything that I do with my music is part of artist development that I tighten for my clients.
Gotcha.
You dig? So I'm breaking into a track with a big female artist for New York and Brooklyn. I'm very excited about it. I got a track with Jadakiss, Billions, and Bristol. We're going to drop it next summer because that's when I'm going to have a budget for the video. Real talk. You know what I'm about? So I'm putting in the work and I'm putting a plan. And I want to say before I move pass it to Meekz that artists have to start putting a plan on paper rather than saying it's in their mind, because y'all doing all of this, trying to keep up, smoking, drinking, doing other shit. And y'all say y'all got a plan, and that plan disintegrates in y'all mind. You feel what I'm saying? You got to put it on paper. Give yourself deadlines. Really take your shit serious. If you work for somebody and they was giving your bum ass $18 an hour, you be there on time. But for your shit, you're not going to be there on time. Like, I do my shit like a 9 to 5. Like, if I'm not working with a client, I'll put on my schedule, all right, I'm going to work from, because I'm a boss, 11 to 4. Not 9 to 5, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm going to do my 11 to 4, but my due diligence, you feel me? For my craft, for my company. And that's what I do for me. I'm like, that's the long real money. That's the bread for my son. That's the bread for my son's son. So y'all go hard and do all of that focus and due diligence for getting somebody else rich, but you don't do it for yourself
at all.
That's a Snapple fact.
Real quick, because I know I said this. I'm gonna literally give us like 30 seconds apiece. This is the question I felt like I want to ask. Networking. Y'all feel like, I don't feel like people are networking properly. We have probably been in the same room twice. I've probably been in the same room with 5, 6 other people 8, 9, 10, 11 times. To me, I don't feel like that's networking. We're all still in the same room. Yeah. We're actually not even helping each other half the time. Like, we're catching up. Like, oh, this is what's new that's going on. This is what's new that's going in. You see me at that showcase. I know this person, that person, this person. It's just like, so where's the growth? At some point for me, I start to go, this don't work for me.
When I network, I look for people that's trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm trying to build. So if I get to know you, I'm trying to see what you're doing. Then I'm trying to see how can I help with what you're doing, and how can you help with what I'm doing, and then how can we get to the next level. That's what I look at networking. Like everybody wants to network with somebody like myself because I got a clothing line, I make beats.
But what is networking? People mix up what networking is. It's not using people, it's utilizing people.
So, but people think networking is just getting contacts and getting information.
Man,
that's not networking.
I was going.
That's my point. Like, how many times I'm gonna keep going and doing the same thing?
I mean,
keep
technically,
seeing the same people.
Technically, that is networking. But if, like you said, if you still going in the same circles, you're just gonna keep getting the same information.
I beg to differ. Technically, that's not networking.
Because
that is just creating a communication bridge.
Getting the contact. That's networking. You get in the contact.
Nah, networking.
You're trying to expand your network. Yeah, you're getting the contact to expand your network.
Let me simplify, big homie. I love this conversation.
Listen,
First of all, shout out to Meekz because I love
Don't
this.
run it so quick. Don't. I should have asked this at the beginning.
I love this. You said 30 seconds, so boom.
That's passed.
So,
go ahead.
for him. So with that saying, I disagree because networking is like a web. I'm gonna do it mad simple. It's like a web. Network. It's like a web. So you make the contact. That's that part of the web. How do you get to the other end? You have to follow up to complete the network. Why the fuck did I get your number?
Yeah, not fair.
There's no that work is in network.
Nah, that's fair.
You ain't put no work in
that's why
for the net to be. Well, hold on, to be part of the web where it makes sense, and that's where black people, a lot of black entrepreneurs fail. I followed up with her. She followed up with me. I'm following up with you January the first quarter because I'm doing something for some Bronx shit that makes sense. There's a strategy behind it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how a net works, my nigga. You heard? The contact is just the.
But that's why I said it's technically. Because it's technically getting the contact is the networking. But it's what you do after you get your contact. You know how many times people give me. I hate when people give me a little card. Here's my card. That automatically tells me you're not really trying to get to work.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You're not really trying to give me your contact. Here's my number. Give me your social media. Let me find something I could directly hit you. And then I'm in your DM the next day. So what's up? What we doing?
To close that down, Handle, that's my new client. Like I said, I do not just artists. You know what I mean? Artist development comes with companies. This is a project that I'm doing. We got Swarovski crystals. Guess what this is? It's a handle. And it's a stand for both ways, and it's a business card. I tap your phone with my fucking cheetah, and it goes straight to my EPK.
That's dope as hell.
Now, this type of shit is something that elites gonna fuck with only because they understand the value behind it. They understand what network is. We walking around. Me and you, we met. We had to stop, take 30, 45 to a minute to exchange. When I could have just been like, yo, you dope too. Bow! And that shit come up at the top of your shit. So shout out to Handle New York. Everybody follow my client. HANDL, no E, NEWYORK. Handle New York. We're the fucking future of business cards and phones. Everybody got a phone. You're doing business, you got a phone. If you're doing a business and got a phone, I don't know you. I don't know that you exist. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you get it customized. We can have your logo on this shit.
That's what I was going to ask.
Everybody fuck with LB Leo Bars because we're the future of this fucking business card shit. You heard D Dave? Nigga, your whole logo on this, like, yo.
I mean, I had something on my phone like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that no more. So let me get this up because here's where I go with the assholeism. So just to let y'all know, again, thank y'all for sitting here. Yep, we got D Dave sitting here. We started out with LB sitting here, and then he sat down and turned into Kyle. So I just want to thank y'all for watching this episode. Well, it's not even an episode. Well, this first interview of the 2022 wrap up Brooklyn's Balance. We out.